I'll be the first to admit, I haven't had the start to my title reign that I've wanted. A coward would back away from this challenge because Murphy himself is the reason why I've lost so many times, but that's not the kind of champion I am. I will meet Murphy's challenge head on, and I will meet Murphy at Bash at the Beach. Well, let it never be said that the GAW Cruiserweight Champion is not a fighting champion. Ricochet willing to put his title on the line because of his respect for the division and probably to get a little bit of redemption. I mean, he has not had the best run since he won that title at Nitro 9. So Buddy Murphy puts him up to the challenge of defending his title twice before Bash at the Beach, and we know that Buddy Murphy will be at Bash at the Beach. That is confirmed, a Cruiserweight title match between Buddy Murphy and right now Ricochet, but we will have to see. The champ opens Wednesday Night Storm, a massive Wednesday Night Storm with 2 title fights. And the man he will be taking on is the man who he beat at Nitro 9 for the Cruiserweight World Championship. It is the Bastard Pac. Now, Pac himself has not had the best run of form. After losing to Ricochet, he was also in action against Buddy Murphy and lost to the best kept secret. Maybe not so secret anymore, as he's now beaten the past 2 GAW Cruiserweight champions. So Pac will get a chance to earn his title back against the man who beat him for it. Pac and Ricochet is next. No time limit in what is the first of 2 title matches here on Wednesday Night Storm as we close ever closer in on Bash at the Beach. And we have a big announcement for Bash at the Beach coming up, so you'll just have to stick around for that. For now, Ricochet trying to hold on to his title against the man he beat for it. And Ricochet has not had, as I said, he's not had the best run since he won this belt, and most of that is due to Buddy Murphy, who has just exploded onto the scene in GAW after really being a peripheral player for most of his career so far here in GAW. It didn't help that Murphy spent the first year or 2 of his 3-year run here in GAW, traveling back and forth between his native Australia and the United States for GAW, which of course GAW management allows and encourages, which is why former GAW World Champion and current GAW competitor Kazuchika Okada is currently the IWGP Heavyweight Champion after he traveled to Japan and won that title almost 2 months ago. Pac taking it to the champ right now. Yeah, Ricochet is going to be the heavy fan favorite in this bout. Pac just waiting here, stalking his prey on the top rope. Well, maybe not. Gets off the rope, and now Pac with that arm trap brainbuster. Yeah, you know Pac was not happy after losing the title to Ricochet. Ricochet kicked out of the Black Arrow on Nitro 9. I mean, how often do you see something like that? And now Pac letting the current champ know how he feels. Ricochet gets the knee in. We were seeing, Pac straight back up to his feet. Ricochet close enough to get in the strike. Big standing drop kick. Pac, probably the strongest man in the Cruiserweight division. I think that's safe to say. Ricochet, though, showcasing a bit of technical ability here. I think this is called a Texas Cloverleaf. Well, no matter. Pac gets out of that before I could even say the name. And then Ricochet eats the knee. Yeah, you can see the fans not fans of Pac, and now he sends Ricochet out. In title matches, there is a 10-second count out in GAW. Want to just go, oh my God, Pac! Pac was going for maybe the top rope famouser. It just lands straight on his ass on the outside, and Ricochet is going to use that to his advantage. Now Ricochet going up to the top. Fans starting to get behind him. Ricochet 630, nobody home. Buddy Murphy beat Ricochet after moving away from the 630, but Pac decides to press his advantage a little bit. And I don't blame him. In a title match, the stakes are high. And he avoids that. Attempted overhead belly to belly with the headbutt. And now it looked like he's really trying to get Ricochet up on that top rope. He's failed a couple times now. It's been to his detriment. And now once again, Ricochet going up top, and Pac, he's up again, and now he's got Ricochet on that top rope. That's where he's been trying to get him this whole time. Pac from the top, superplex. Unbelievable strength from Pac. This is really a clash of styles even within the Cruiserweight division, which of course is known for its high flyers, and with good reason. But Ricochet, maybe the highest flyer of them all, whereas Pac, just a straight powerhouse Black Arrow, and the knees were up. Pac tries to hit the dangerous Black Arrow, and now that pump handle gutbuster. Ricochet waited a bit too long. Pac able to recover, and Ricochet kicks out at 1. I don't think Ricochet got all of it when he brought those knees up to counter the Black Arrow. Pac was able to recover a bit faster than Ricochet had intended, but no matter, the champ is back on top here. Flying headbutt sends Pac to the outside. Now Ricochet goes up top himself. This did not end well for Pac when he tried just a couple minutes ago. Ricochet gonna do the same with the corkscrew kick, and that one lands. Again, 10-second count for championship matches in GAW compared to the 15 seconds that we normally get. Ricochet, wow, you don't always see that kind of power from the one and only Ricochet. But he is really taking it to the challenger here. Ricochet is serious about going to Bash at the Beach to face Buddy Murphy. So Murphy right now is a little bit in control. He is owed a Cruiserweight title shot after beating the champion, and so far we've seen Ricochet going for the springboard kick, and Pac just gets out of the way immediately. So far we've seen guys use their title shot immediately. Murphy being a little bit more pragmatic here, so he will get a title shot at Bash at the Beach. Ricochet will have to defend twice before the pay-per-view in order to hold his title that long. Another superplex from Pac. But should Pac win it here, Pac would then have to defend once before Bash at the Beach. And that can be against anyone. So Ricochet with a lot of pride now going up 630, and Pac out of the way again. Ricochet has had some really bad luck going for the 630 senton. So Ricochet's pride had him challenge a man as dangerous as Pac, and Ricochet knows that better than anybody. I mean, Buddy Murphy did not specify who to pick. Crucifix driver. Now going to roll up Pac. Ricochet almost defends. And now Pac up to his feet. This has been quite a match here, and we'd expect that from these two men. Pac, another attempt at the Black Arrow, and he caught all of Ricochet's knees. That time, Ricochet with the standing cutter, and now going up top himself. Is he going to try the 630 again? He is, and Pac out of the way again. Pac going for the pin. Ricochet could not kick out when Murphy did this, but he does this time. Well, you can just see that little bit of extra fight in the champ when his title is on the line. Pac again sending Ricochet to the corner. Gonna put him up top. Is Pac going to go for a third superplex? I've never seen Pac or anybody hit this many superplexes in one match, and he does it again. Wow. Ricochet has had to feel just that dead drop, that pain on his back from free falling from 7 to 10 feet up, and now Pac, German suplex with the bridge, and Ricochet kicks out. Pac targeting the back, weakening Ricochet. Every 630 that Pac avoids, every superplex, all of it. Wow, Ricochet with the springboard drop kick sends Pac to the outside. Ricochet pressing his advantage. I don't know how smart this is, given the damage his back is sustained, but the champ is going all out, and he does. He connects again with that corkscrew leg kick. Wow, this is an incredible match fought by the champ. He is not taking Buddy Murphy lightly. And the champ, oh my God, you can see the blood dripping down from the face of the bastard. He connected head full on with that ring apron. Ricochet sends him back in. I wonder if he's going to change his game plan and avoid the 630. Now Ricochet off the standing flatliner going for the pin to retain his title. Pac kicks out at 2. Ricochet can't believe it. There's such a nice flow to this match. Ricochet springboard kick, and that one connects. This is a buttery smooth match. Ricochet 630, and Pac moved again. Pac going for the pin. Is the 630 going to be Ricochet's downfall? It is. Ricochet has lost his title after 4 630s, 4 attempted 630s. Pac moved on every single one of them. Wow, just the you can see it, the disappointment on Ricochet's face. Well, I wonder if that's going to be the only title change we see today. Of course, our main event will feature the World Championship up for grabs, but for now, we get to another rivalry that really came out of nowhere and seems to have brought the best out of at least one of the men involved. Valter will take on Jimmy Uso, and this story began a couple episodes ago when Valter was facing former Intercontinental Champion Adam Cole, and Jimmy Uso interfered in the match and hit Valter with a baseball bat during the match, I believe it was. And then afterwards, the Usos declared that they are getting involved in the singles division here in GAW. But of course, they had the small task of beating the Lucha Brothers, which they did for the GAW Tag Team title. So the Usos are Tag Team Champions. Last week, Jey Uso went down to Kofi Kingston in a terrific match, and this week, Valter will get his revenge against Jimmy Uso for attacking him. It's worth noting, by the way, Valter ended up winning that match that Jimmy Uso attacked him in, so you should not take this man lightly. And the Usos, man, these guys, fan favorites, and a pair of my favorites. I always say this, I don't like to play favorites, but come on, how do you not? How do you not love the Usos? They won their first GAW Tag Team titles 2 episodes ago by defeating the Lucha Brothers in a legendary match. So we don't know who they will be facing for those titles at Bash at the Beach. They promise that they will defend them. As much as they are challenged, of course, the tag division, there's so much up in the air. Maybe it'll be War Machine, I don't know. It's worth noting, by the way, we will see War Machine in action next week, coming off their win over the Lucha Brothers. But for now, it's singles action as Jimmy Uso takes on Valter. 10-minute time limit here as the massive Austrian takes on the newly minted GAW Tag Team Champion. Valter immediately putting on that Dragon Sleeper, cranking back on the neck. Jimmy gets the knees up. Jey Uso fought a terrific match against Kofi Kingston last episode. And immediately getting involved here is Jey Uso. These Usos, man, they are so fun to watch, but they will do anything to win. Valter, though, too smart. Jimmy tried to take him by surprise. And this is the thing about Valter. If there's anything that really holds him back, I think it's the stamina. I think going late in matches, he starts to make some errors, physically and mentally. We saw that when he had an opportunity to challenge Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental Championship about a month ago. So we did see evidence of that. But if he can get more fit, if he can really work on that stamina, he has all of the tools, man. He has everything that you want to see from an in-ring standpoint. Oh, there's a chair. I think Jey Uso slides in a chair. Valter sends Jimmy out of the ring. Well, you want to talk about a clash of styles, man. You've got an absolute powerhouse in Valter and a high flyer, a terrific athlete in Jimmy Uso, and he is dangerously close to that chair. Uso splash. And that's not the end of it. Rolling him over, Tequila Sunrise. This is a brutally painful submission as well. A little bit early in the match, Valter able to get out. I don't know if you're going to be able to submit a man with the in-ring chops of Valter. Super kick from Jimmy, misses. But now Jimmy's got him up. Samoan drop. I think his arm may have caught that chair. I'm shocked the referee hasn't pulled that chair out of the ring. Jey watching on as his brother Jimmy runs wild against the bigger Valter. Jey couldn't get it done against the champ, but then again, nobody really can. Now Jimmy going for the pin on the ring general. Valter kicks out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a prelude to 2 things that I am so excited for you all to get to see. First of all, coming up after this match, we have a huge announcement to make regarding Bash at the Beach. You are going to be so happy with what we have lined up. I really can't sell this enough, man. This is such a great thing that we have. So that announcement is coming up. And of course, in our main event, Samoa Joe puts the World Championship on the line against Aleister Black, something that we did not expect to happen until just last week when he announced it. Now Valter looking to end things here against Jimmy. Jimmy manages to hit the back body drop. on Valter. That is no easy feat with a man that size. Valter over 300 pounds. Jimmy Uso with the Uso splash. And he goes for the pin. Jimmy Uso to put the former Intercontinental Championship challenger away. And he does. Jimmy Uso does what his brother Jay could not and wins in his GAW singles debut. The tag team champs have firmly entrenched themselves in singles competition. And now Jimmy Uso certainly is in the conversation for next Intercontinental Championship challenger. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not keep you waiting anymore. A massive announcement for Bash at the Beach. Enjoy. Bash at the Beach, the party of the summer. It has become the showcase for the best wrestling on the planet. And now, GAW is proud to bring you a once-in-a-lifetime bout for one of the most prestigious championships in the history of pro wrestling. At Bash at the Beach, GAW is proud to bring you Kazuchika Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship in a special New Japan Pro Wrestling showcase. Well, folks, did I tell you or did I tell you? Bash at the Beach not only will feature the best of GAW, but it will feature the best of New Japan as Kazuchika Okada puts his IWGP Heavyweight Championship on the line against Zack Sabre Jr. Man, I didn't know it was possible for me to be any more excited about Bash at the Beach the way things are shaping up, but apparently it is. But will we have a new world champion at Bash at the Beach? That is the question that we will answer tonight as Aleister Black takes on world champ Samoa Joe. We had almost no time to prepare for this match, no time to market this match. Samoa Joe made it official just last week that he was going to put his title on the line, and you feel like it was probably to get under the skin of Jay White, but you certainly cannot overlook a man as dangerous as Aleister Black, who is certainly dealing with his own issues between Jay White and Drew McIntyre. Man, this episode, man, only 3 matches, but when you think about the amount of stuff that we've seen, we've already seen a title change. Well, here comes the world champion. Samoa Joe has held this title for 2 months now after beating the legend AJ Styles at Nitro, and he has been a strong champion. And he is going to prove that tonight against Aleister Black. We'll see where the story leads between Samoa Joe and Jay White. Speaking of champions, though, Women's World Champion Asuka taking the week off after beating Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair in a handicap match last episode. But Charlotte Flair tweeted this, quote, "You didn't beat me, you beat Bianca Belair, you couldn't beat the Queen. We'll find out next week." So the match has been made. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair once again in the main event of next week's Wednesday Night Storm. But let's not make you wait any longer. The World Championship, that beautiful belt, is on the line tonight. Interesting fact, by the way, all of the countries that you see immortalized in metal on the side of the belt, those are all countries that the GAW World Championship has been defended in. Samoa Joe looking as mean as ever. This guy could stare a hole through a brick wall. And he is putting that title on the line tonight. Samoa Joe versus Aleister Black in the main event of Wednesday Night Storm. No time limit. And Samoa Joe immediately starting out with that overhead belly-to-belly. The power of the champion. Aleister Black, still young. Still young. Has only been in the sport of professional wrestling for 3 years. I mean, can you imagine that? 3 years and you're getting to fight for the top prize in the sport. Unbelievable. Oh my God, Samoa Joe immediately going for the Coquina Clutch. Coquina Clutch. We're not even a minute into this match. And Aleister Black forced to tap out. The champion has submitted Aleister Black. Less than a minute in. Oh my God, I mean, what can you say? This is not about Black. This is about Samoa Joe and the champion sending a message to Jay White. Wow. Well, we know what the main event is for next week. We know that the women's champion will be in action, and so much more as we move ever closer to Bash at the Beach. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Subscribe so you can see all of the episodes of GAW. We appreciate you.